All right, welcome to my first ever member live stream. This will begin members only for 1 hour, then we'll open it up to an open format. But I wanted this chance to give members who've been supporting the channel for months a time to at least get something for being a member. Right now, you don't get anything. So here we go. I'm going to start answering questions. Now, I've been working out in the yard all day, so I got my trusty friend here. That's what I'll be doing. So let's go ahead and answer some questions. Okay. Nuclear chicken. Other than, and I'm going to answer the member questions as in depth as I possibly can. Okay. So members, be ready to message me, email me any specifics on your questions, and I'll pull it up. I won't pull the email up. Okay, other than the VA website, are there any good ways to find a VSO? VA's list have no phone numbers and offices are closed. Searching VSO on Google Maps doesn't find anything nearby. So I don't know what VA website you're talking about. I assume it's OGC, but that is the best way. Okay, I'm going to show you what that looks like, and I'm going to look up my hometown. I have no idea. If you just look up OGC accreditation, click this. Let me change this here to this way. So you have attorneys, claims agent, and VSO reps. You can search by name if you know. I am from Louisville, Kentucky. It's not where I'm at now. I'm in Fairfax County, Virginia. But I've never looked up Louisville, Kentucky. Boom, that's it. Search, and here we go. So some of them have phone numbers, okay? And these are all the VSO reps in Kentucky. I'm just going to click a random one that has a phone number. Let's look at Daryl Wayne Ashby. So the Kentucky Department of Veteran Affairs, boom, 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 and there's his phone number. Right? There's also an email there and an address. And so I assume that's what you mean, nuclear. As far as any other sites, the VFW has a tool to search the VFW accreditation. I forgot what website that is, but that is the best way to find a VSO. Again, Nuclear Chicken says, if you get service connected for migraines, can you also get service connected for fibro since migraines are a symptom? You absolutely can. Just like migraines and TBI or migraines and sinusitis, same thing applies for migraines and fibromyalgia. Now, you still need the big three: in-service event, current diagnosis, or the Nexus. Unless it's a secondary, then you need the in-service event becomes a service-connected disability. The current diagnosis is still required, and the Nexus specifically is medical in nature, linking your current diagnosis to that primary service-connected disability. All right. I got sunburned today. I can already feel it. Chance, thank you for being a member. Appreciate that. Welcome to the team. Had a grade 2 concussion while active Army. I've been 3 years now and just started the VA disability process. Do I need a Nexus letter if it's on my medical record? Had a grade 2 concussion while active. I've been 3 years now. Just started VA disability. No, not at all. One, Nexus letters are never required for any claim ever. 2, you have the in-service event, and it's very, very clear, at least based on this one comment, Chance. So, generally speaking, veterans lack the in-service event. That's why the most common reason for denial is no evidence from service. That's what forces veterans to go the secondary route and all that mumbo-jumbo jazz, okay? In your case, you have an in-service event with a grade 2 concussion. So we're looking at TBI. We're looking at head trauma. Same. We're looking at maybe migraines, okay? Maybe you have dizziness, vertigo, tons of options there. Jack, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. How do I become a member? I don't know. Let me go update this description. It won't take me too long, okay? Because it's in the description. I know that for sure. But let me update the description real quick. And then it's right there. Let me do that. That's something I should have done, but I didn't. Today I was jam-packed of just stuff, man. Doing house stuff. Oh, it is in the description. I did update the description. Nice. Okay, in the description, there's a link right there for you, Jack. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Hope all is good. I filed 3 claims for an increase, all service connected, but yesterday, let me go ahead and set my alarm because I know we're going to miss it. I will miss it, 8 p.m. Okay. I filed 3 claims for an increase, all service connected, but yesterday this popped up on the VA claim tracker. What does it mean and how do I handle it? Request for application AMA review letter. I'm pretty sure off the top of my head that remains they are requesting your records. Request for application AMA review letter. Application AMA review letter. 1 second. Oh no, decision review request, board appeal, notice disagreement. Oh, it looks like a letter's been sent. That's what looks like a letter's been sent. I will say this, Primal, for anyone checking on their claim, I just wouldn't do it personally. I would not do it. It's going to cause you a headache. Okay. But all those codes and all of the small things, the VA correspondence, it's going to give you a headache. And I want to make sure I pin the comment that this ends at 8, and then we'll open it up to a live, an open format. Let me check on my phone real quick. Boom. Okay, it did work. All right, Michael Jefferson says, trying to connect diabetes secondary to PTSD using obesity. Okay. I have 2 different Nexus by PA. Okay. Should I have used a doctor to better my chances or does it matter? To say it doesn't matter would be incorrect. Okay. But to get to the point of your question, don't worry about it. You've already paid for the Nexus letter. You have a PA. It helps if they're like supervised by a physician. They probably are. Okay. But dude, you've already been developing your claim. You have 2 Nexus letters. It sounds like you're fine. Okay. You at least have an argument for your claim. I would not overcomplicate the process. You've already developed enough. No reason to go balls to the wall developing. All right. Handcraft with Mama Bear. It's a very cute name there. Thank you very much for being a member. I appreciate that. Drop your chats below. We have 40 minutes. I'm sorry. Yeah, 47 minutes. Okay. Karen Young. Hiya, Clay. Hello. And cheers for everything you do. On my intent to file, I listed 3 presumptive conditions, but actually have 7. If I submit my claim, all 7. First of all, it's irrelevant because you need to submit all 7. Okay. It depends on when you submitted those 3 conditions, but you have 4 more for a total of 7. Most likely, if it's close enough, the VA will just rope them together. No big deal. If they're further apart, then you're just going to have 2 different intent to file, or 2 different effective dates. So the answer is, Karen, it's irrelevant. Just submit the other 4 claims that you have, especially if they're presumptive. 1,000% if they are presumptive. Mark Schwartz, thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. Welcome to the team. For the members in the chat, if you have ideas on what else I could do for you, let me know. Okay. Maybe do a private member Facebook group or something. I don't know, man, but something. All right. Tracy M. Can a fully developed claim be changed to a standard claim by the VA if I submit another claim with evidence as FTC later? A fully developed claim can become a standard claim. The second your claim is not ready for a decision, it'll just move to a standard claim. Okay. The VA will file a fully developed claim, yada, 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 yada. All you do is submit the evidence. The VA determines if the claim is fully developed or not. That's a whole other thing. Okay. But yeah, FTCs can roll to a standard claim, and then at that point, they're going to review your records, schedule the C&P exam, go through the entire process as normal, right? But you submitting more evidence for that, you submitting anything wouldn't prompt the VA to make a determination if your claim was FTC or not. David B., if I have a diagnosis for chronic sinusitis, do I also need one for chronic rhinitis? The VA will not combine them, and yes, you need a diagnosis. They are similar. For some reason, and this is what really throws me off guard, the VA does not combine sinusitis and rhinitis. They are two totally separate ratings, which is a good thing. Okay. But yes, to answer your question, David, you need a diagnosis for that presumptive. And I'm going to assume you would connect that via presumptive basis. Jeremiah Thom, I know the BDD process is a lot simpler, and I've asked you questions pertaining to it, but I'm still have some related to specific ways to claim things. Throw me your questions. Actually, I see. Let me star Mr. Yodi. Mr. Yodi, thank you for being a member. I'm going to come back to you. Okay, let me look at Jeremiah's questions here. So if I have numbness, pain, and tingling in left foot, left hand, and arm, and left side of face, is that considered radiculopathy? And will the VA parse out that claim form? Okay. Big question. In your leg, it could be. There are different types of nerve damage. Okay, radiculopathy is just one. But the answer to your question is also irrelevant. All you need to do is submit the claim. Your left leg nerve damage is its own claim. Your left arm nerve damage, to include your hand, that's all. The VA is going to rope all that together. You can only have one nerve damage rating in the arms, so 1, 2, and then you can have up to 5 in the legs bilaterally for a total of 5. What that means to you, Jeremiah, is nothing. What you do is submit the claim, which I assume you've done. So you have one in your left foot, left hand, an arm, left side of face. So that I'm seeing 3 ratings right now. Okay. Let's go to Mr. Yodi. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. And then we have Greg Proctor. I see your email. My email, y'all know my email's been backed up. For the OGers that have one-on-ones, do not worry. I'm going to start answering you here soon. I'm going to have to take a week off work, okay, to catch back up on my emails for the for the OGers. And that's coming soon, Greg. But let me just pull yours up real quick in case if there's a question that I missed. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Yep, I see. Ooh, I got you, Greg. Okay. Mr. Yodi. Hey, Clay, I got diagnosed with... Thank you, by the way. Seriously. I definitely appreciate that. Hey, Clay, I got diagnosed with Yep. I did my PFT, and although the RT isn't a doctor, she said she's seen way worse but better, so it's going to get service connected due to the Pact Act. Good news. This is good news within that whole respiratory system: sleep apnea, asthma, COPD, and this. Okay. Hello, Mama Bear. What's up? Secret sauce. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Supplemental claim question. VA sent letter needing me to sign my 4138. I did and submitted via quick submit under compensation, but I'm nervous if it'll go to the right place. It will go to the right place. Okay. If you're nervous about it, secret sauce, and you really want to put your anxieties at ease, call the VA and just say, hey, the VA told me to sign my 4138. I did, and I submitted it through Quick Submit. Can you tell me you got it? And they will tell you if they got it or not. They did, okay? And you should have received an email. But if you're nervous about it, that's what I would do. That's just the generic 1000 number. Jeremiah, we got you. Mr. Yodi, I also have to do my sleep study in late July. With the sleep apnea changes proposed this month, should I go ahead and file? So I'm going to talk about the proposals here in a second. I have an intent to file that expires in August to the Pact Act. Okay, first of all, sleep apnea, not Pact Act related. It can be connected through TARA, not through Pact Act. Totally different. Second, I totally understand why everyone is saying these changes are coming in June, so this month, but they're not. Okay, they're not. It makes for good clickbait. I know, that rumor started with VA Claims Insider. It comes with good clickbait. The changes are not coming in this month. How do I know? Is because I'm going to show you this subscription. I'm going to make sure that I can show you before I just start blasting out my email or people's email correspondence to me. You guys need to sign up for the Federal Register. Let me just pull this up before. I don't want people's PII to be listed, so it should be safe. Okay. This is federal. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. This one is. Okay, Federal Register. You need to sign up for this. Anything that happens in the VA, and you can pick which departments you want to sub to. Obviously, we want to sub to the Veterans Affairs Department. And so anything that pops up that changes, this is where everyone gets their news from, right? Talking about VA home loans and all that stuff. I would show you another one, but I'm not. Obviously, people email me. I don't want to show you that stuff. But when you click that link, it'll go to the Federal Register. And then you can see the summary, the dates, all this stuff, okay? The only thing that we've heard on mental health is, and I'm trying to find it real quick. That's my daughter, if you can hear her yapping. Nope, that's not it. Let me find this real quick because I want to show you where this is coming from so you're not duped. Where you're not duped. You don't want to be duped, okay? I don't like seeing people get duped. But people are being duped. Oh my goodness, where is this link at? Oh, I found it. Okay. Boom. This is the only thing that's has been said about the changes. Okay. The changes. Ooh, ah. And nowhere in here does it say anything about June. Okay. Nowhere. This is the Federal Register for Mental Health. If you scroll all the way down, you can actually see what we're talking about here. Here it is. Boom. Mental health. Okay. Meaning it's had no movement. So I understand why people keep saying June 24, but it's not coming out this month. Not until it gets an update on Federal Register. And I'm telling you, I check this bad boy every single day. It's the first thing I do in the morning is look at my emails for Federal Register and look at my emails from the VA and look at my emails from the OIG. Every single day, that's what I do. It's very boring. Okay. Eli Riddle. Hey, man, officially 90% HLR for sleep apnea. Just roll the dice now. Eli, congrats to you. Glad that worked out. Jeremiah says, not submitted yet. My 180 day is next year. Just getting all my stuff straight and in. Oh, dude, you have a whole year. So you are in the best spot right now, okay? You are in the absolute best spot when it comes to your claims. And let me just show, here's what I would do if I were you. I would go to this sick website right here. All right. Go to BDD claims, and here's what you need to do. There's 4 steps. There's some notes. You need to just plan out your exit exam, your final exit. There's the master condition list, and more importantly, there's this thing. Okay, that thing is key. I'm not gonna download it right now, but it has the in-service events, the current diagnosis listed, and you want to have X's in both of these boxes right here. Okay, and this column and this column, you want to have X's in those boxes, essentially. Okay. Air Force vet, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Dan R, what do you think of bruxism as a secondary to PTSD? It'll be roped in. Okay, so if you're already rated for PTSD, it'll be roped in. It'll just say PTSD with bruxism. So the video for Prestige about it, and would like to get my dentist involved. It'll be, let's say you're 50% for PTSD, you'll be 50% for PTSD with bruxism. So essentially, it's nothing. Okay, pretty much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, 30 more minutes of member chat. Good to know, because I couldn't find anything related to it. When I do file, should I file secondary or as its own? Still waiting on my mental health televisit call for 4 weeks now. I forgot your question. Let me go look at it. Oh, about sleep apnea. No changes to sleep apnea, man. Just waiting on that. So as the criteria stands right now, that's what it is. Neil Conway, asthma was first of, okay. Then heart, hypertension, AFib, cardio. Now, yep. CAD, asthma noted by VA as worsening, chronic neck and back. What? I don't understand your question, Neil, at all. Can you break that down for me? This is like a whole nother language to me. Can you break that down? What do you mean, what is first? First for what? It doesn't matter what's first or what's next. You file your presumptives or you file your claims, and that's it. All at once. There's no reason to hold back. You mentioned an attorney that helps vets with SSDI claims in one of your videos. Who was that again? That was Victory Disability. I was trying to get an SSDI attorney to do a sponsorship on the channel and do all that stuff. It almost went through, okay? But what the heck? It's Victory Disability. They are for Social Security, not VA. They're for Social Security. But whatever. It didn't go through, but I'll still plug their stuff. Okay, why not? Here you go, Victory. Should have partnered up, though. Sad. Okay. Hey, y'all. T-Storm. Hard time getting on. No big deal, Rebecca. No big deal at all. Mr. Yodi, also have diagnosis of hypertension with meds being prescribed to me. Okay. And are you the... Yeah. You might have to go secondary for that unless you have the in-service event. Okay, Venger. I finally got me CF from the VA. Okay, I have 2 claims that were denied that the examiner said were more than likely caused by my time in service. How do I appeal that? Did your C&P examiner say that? Because that's weird. 2, look at your decision letters as to why you were denied. So what did you have? It says you have the Nexus, okay? Go to the favorable findings. Were you diagnosed, and what's your evidence in service? First off, this is there's more here to it than what this comment has. Can you quickly explain willful misconduct? Yeah, exactly as it sounds. If you're doing stupid stuff like drinking and driving and you get hurt, you may not be eligible to claim those conditions that stem from that accident. Let's say you get your I don't know, I'm having a drink myself, so that's what I'm talking about, drinking. Let's say you're drunk and you're on the range and you have an accident. That would be willful misconduct. You're drunk, you're off duty, and you're just being stupid. That would be willful misconduct. Okay. Barney style would just be stupid stuff. Okay. Primary, secondary, symptoms. I have labs and meds. Do I list sleep apnea as secondary to asthma or sinusitis? It doesn't matter. I would go asthma, but the VA will look at all of the correlating factors. Gotten mental about this, so GAD makes sense and makes it harder. Okay, you could, absolutely. Secret sauce, dude, thank you so much. VA home loans, you've probably talked about this before, but you personally used it before. If so, how was your experience? I've used 2 VA home loans, okay? Each time was awesome. We actually closed on our house the weekend before COVID happened, so we got them juicy interest rates. But yeah, man, I've never had, the 2 times I did use it, I've never had an issue with VA home loans. My first time was while I was in the Marine Corps. My second time was a few years ago after I was out. Never had an issue at all. But thank you for the different type of question. I appreciate that, Secret Sauce. Become a member, dude. Become a member. We'd love to have you. You don't have to donate all the time. Rick Lynn, injured my back in Vietnam, 72, in my C file. Also re-injured at Fort Benning. Had 10% disability for back when I retired in 96. Diagnosed with severe arthritis and lumbar neck. Limited range of motion and winnable claim. I mean, you're already according to this comment, unless I'm reading it wrong, you're already service connected. If you're asking, can you do an increase? Probably, just based on age. You probably have limited range of motion, and your back is already service connected. So sure, do an increase. Your in-service events don't matter anymore. So everything you have up here, assuming you are service connected for your back, is irrelevant. I would do an increase on your back. You probably have nerve damage in your legs, okay? And then if there's any conditions that stem from your lower back, like your neck, you can file a secondary claim on that. I used them and it was super easy. Who did you use, Air Force vet? I want to know. What if you're drinking to hurt yourself on purpose? Well, so that's when it gets dicey, right? Because do actions while VA almost, yeah. It's kind of like service members who have undiagnosed mental health issues that get in trouble can later on go back and get that corrected. It's a lot easier now. So that depends. I'm assuming you fall into this category, okay? And what I would do is, regardless, I would gather your evidence and submit your claim. And if you have a discharge upgrade you need to do, I would do that first. You don't feel obligated to give me more than what you want to, okay? Rebecca, question, reobtaining, accessing your military records. Yeah, there's a, let me shoot you a link, actually. Let me find, I need to do a video on this link. I might do that right after this live. I don't want to share my screen. Hold on. Hold on. Boom. What I would do is use that link, Rebecca. All right. Now I'm not going to fill in all the information, but I'll just pop it up. I'll just pop it up real quick so you can see how to actually request that. And when you look at your medical records, it's going to forward the request to your respective service. Come on. It looks like the website's down. What a time to go down, right? That's the website. I swear on my life it works. That's the website, okay? When the website's not down, you can go there and that's hilarious. You can't make that stuff up. You can request your records. That's what I would do. It's online. It's easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Checking. Yep, website's down. Okay. Nuclear Chicken. Want to put in a claim for blood pressure after many years. Had some high range in service, but after accident ER had over 3 an hour. It could work. How long ago? You said how long ago was that? You have the in-service event, which is there. You would need a current diagnosis. That's what's missing. But you have the evidence to submit the claim just based on this one comment. Okay. All right. Things cleared on that site yesterday. Also wondering if records are accessible online. They're definitely not accessible online. All right. But when you submit your request through that link that's down currently, it'll go to your service and then they will ping your respective service for those records. 20 years. Okay, so there's definitely a time gap there. You want to look at continuity of symptoms. That's going to become a thing. You're diagnosed a year and a half later. I think you have a solid claim. I would still submit it personally. You have the in-service event. You had the diagnosis a year and a half ago. You still have high readings while you were in the ER. I think you at least have a claim. Okay, Neil Conway. Do I upload buddy letters, medical records, and from civilian doctors in the past? VA PCP has scanned them in. For your claim, you can. You can do quick submit. You can do it right there as you file the claim online. Either way would work. But yeah, if you're gonna submit evidence with your claim, you need to do it all in one shot. Either while you'll find the claim on va.gov or through your VSO, or you're using quick submit. All right. Thanks again. Too much to hope for records online. Yeah, that's not going to happen for a long time. And Neil says they will accept the form and give you a number. When they're ready, they will email you a link to download them. Boom. There you go. That's all the member chats there are right now. I'm going to give it a few minutes. And then if we have to swap over early and make it an open format, we can absolutely do that. I think that's going to be the format for now on, is the first, 30 minutes, the first hour, do members only. So that way we can really dig into the open format chat. Any word on answers from the VA regarding Senator Warren's questions? None. Zip. Zero. Nada. Okay. Let's go look it up since we're waiting. Let me see. Let me swap this stuff around here. Senator Warren's inquiry to the VA Secretary McDonough. McDonough. That is the PDF. let's look at VA's been a little busy. VA response to Senator Warren inquiry. Let's do that. We'll go to more. No tools. Past month. Who's this? Oh, useless. I don't see anything about a response. At least not public. I see nothing. Okay. Let's look at, B-Buck, you just reminded me of something. And when I get to you, I will say it. All right. Jeremiah says, if you're diagnosed with depression, anxiety, PTSD, adjustment disorder, should you put all of those? Put them all in there. Let the VA do VA stuff, okay? I know you're a year out. You could just claim mental health. That would be fine. It's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. You claim one, same result. You claim all of them, same result. You claim mental health, same result. Okay. Do not overcomplicate the process for BDD claims. I'm going to show you something. Okay. So here we are at the website. We go to BDD. Do not overcomplicate. It doesn't matter. Okay. It does not matter. Just submit the claims. If you have flat feet, plantar fasciitis, 30 mental health conditions, doesn't matter. Let the VA do VA stuff. Clay, you've helped me immensely. Thank you, Neil. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. Joseph Rottenberry says, got 30% for heart secondary to MDD this week. Now 93% total, 6 other claims deferred with 3 C&P exams. Thanks for all your help. Awesome, Joseph. That's good news. 20 more %. You're there. Just want to say thank you. You're awesome. Thank you, Nuclear. Another option other than Facebook might be a Discord chat. There are bots. Yeah, man. Other people have suggested Discord. Maybe that's what we do. I got to figure out how to work that, but maybe that's what we do. Do you find an easier way to find VA claim clinics? No, there is almost zero, and I'm going to show you what happens when I look them up. There's almost zero information on VA claim clinics that the VA secretary brags about. That's not the link we need. Someone sent me VA claim clinic schedule. Oh, man. There was one website of looking at this stuff. Clear. If anyone's watching this right now, clear proof that the VA's ability to push out information on these so-called claim clinics is absolute butthole. Absolute butthole. Nothing. Katina Cooper, thank you very much for being a member. I appreciate that. B-Buck, thank you. If you guys remember, about a year ago, B-Buck donated a Nexus letter and a DBQ from Dr. Sharma, and we did a random drawing, and that person, I believe, got 100%. It was service connected. I think it pushed him to 100%. To be honest with you, I can't remember, but it worked. We're doing that again. So thank you, B-Buck. Again, man, That's awesome. Okay. That is absolutely awesome. That's a huge donation back to the community. We're going to do a drawing for Dr. Sharma. And I'm telling you right now, I haven't figured out the details, but it's if you just, here, we'll just do it right now. Share a long form video with someone else, or like on Reddit, on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever platform you use, share it, say something nice about it, screenshot that you shared it, send it to me in an email. And in the subject line, I want you to put, let's put something specific. Let's put B-Buck's name, actually. In the subject line, put B-Buck, okay? And you will be entered into this drawing. It'll be randomly generated using an RNG, random number generator, for a free Nexus letter and a free DBQ from Dr. Sharma. This is for anything related to mental health. Okay, absolutely free. So thank you, B-Buck. We love you for that. Mr. Yodi says, thank you for all you do. Appreciate it. Happiness, what's up? Neil, thanks to all the others as well. Your questions have really helped me clear my head enough to ask the right questions. Awesome. Continued eye injury in service, chronic dry eye ever since. C&P doctor said more than likely. I would need to see your decision letter. Okay. That's why we need a Discord. This is why we need a Discord. This is why we need a Discord. Yep. You're the one that said Discord in the first place. Okay. We're probably, don't quote me on this. I'll have to get with someone who understands Discord. We'll probably do Discord for members only. That way you can put decision letters in there. I can answer your chats throughout the day. All the other members can answer your chats. We'll probably make a little team, okay? The thing is, what's stopping me is I don't want to become a pay-to-play type. That's what I'm worried about most. I'll talk with Jay about that, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, don't quote me on that, but we'll see what we can do. All right, David B. Discord's probably going to be the way, since everyone's saying Discord. Denied in 05 for back. Said no service connection. I have found it in my service treatment records and exit exam. I also have a current diagnosis. Do I have to provide continuity of care? Not of care, but of symptoms. Okay. Now, this goes back to 91, so there's a significant time gap there. That's a fact. You're going to have to get over that hurdle. It's about more than 30 years. But you still have a claim, okay? I would like to see the rationale the C&P examiner used, and you might want to consider going a Nexus letter route, maybe. But yes, you're going to need continuity of symptoms, okay? Think of personal statements, lay statements, private doctor visits, anything that you can muster up to show your back, for any sort of back pain going on, okay? But yeah, you're right. It's not continuity of care, though. It's continuity of symptoms. What do I know, Texas? Welcome, Texas. Welcome to the chat. We have 11 minutes left, and we're going to open it up. I think you can open it up, by the way. We'll have to see. Okay. Migraine started in service, been on migraine meds for decades. C&P doctor said my current migraines were linked, more likely than not be denied. Yeah, we're going to have to look at your decision letter. Stand by, because we're probably making a Discord server. I'm probably going to make one tonight. And if anyone here understands Discord, just to organize, it's not going to be a huge Discord, okay? Just to organize it, send me an email, subject line Discord, and we'll start that as soon as possible, okay? And that'll probably be what the first TheCivDiv team works on first, is Discord. Okay, Jamie Lee, I'm filing for an increase for DDD and adding numbness and tingling in legs for 10 years. Not diagnosed with radiculopathy. You're going to want that, but several complaints over 10 years. Oh, you have several complaints. Is that one claim or two? It's two. You're going to file radiculopathy, left lower extremity, and radiculopathy, right lower extremity. I'm going to type that in the chat for you. Radiculopathy, left lower extremity, and then the other one would be right. Tracy M. This was the only one I could find. Outreach and events. Ooh, let me look that up, actually. Let me look that up. va.gov/outreach and events. Okay, I see that, Mason. That's insane. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Cancer survivorship, Santa Barbara, VA 101. I'm looking for claim clinic. So see, let me just get this right. If I was a VA and I'm the VA secretary broadcasting VA claim clinics, what I would do, this box here would say, what state are you in? Just do by state, not city, not county, just state, and put, boom, VA claim clinic in Virginia. And then every VA claim clinic from right now to next year would be on this list. But they don't do that. Right now I have to sit here. There's no way for me to filter location. Here's Pennsylvania. That's not too far. California. I do not care about that. You know, it's like, come on, dude. Who is making these websites? Okay, Mason, dude. Thank you. Thank you very much. I definitely appreciate that, brother. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. Thank you very much. S. Will, I don't know. Let me go back up to your previous chat to get some context here. I don't know what you're talking about. I wanted to mention some differences between filing VA claims and SSDI. VA claims use diagnosis, medical evidence support. Yep. And then Rebecca, SSDI claims like a degree of inability. Yes, absolutely. They're totally different, not the same whatsoever. Okay, I'm going to start flying. We got 7 minutes left, and then I'm going to open it up. Hopefully, it will open up, okay? This week, had a claim clinic in conjunction with VA town hall meeting. Was able to get communicator issues resolved. Joseph, dude, I need to go to one of these. I would go take my camera and just hit record the entire time and just live stream it and just see what happens, you know? Do they work? Are they good? It seems like it worked out for you. That's good. VA denial. December 20, 2023, VA exam and private records confirm your bilateral planners. However, there's no evidence of an incident injury. That sounds like a clear higher level review. Something is weird with that. Okay? Something is absolutely weird. Your private records state that. What evidence did your private records use to make that statement? When did you go see private after you got out of the military, assuming it was after? Lynn says, hi, Clay. No question. You helped me get 40% to 80. Awesome. Congrats. I have a few claims left. My proper rating is 90, but I got a shot at 100%. Either way, hey, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Joe Long. Welcome, Joe. Discord, you can have a free section and a members only section. Nice. See, I wouldn't know that. I think Discord's a great idea. You can upload files quick and easy. It would grow and be easier for you to use. Awesome. Yeah, I guess, you know what? Mark it in stone. Elizabeth Warren does have a YouTube page, which is the interaction with the VA. Make it posted here. Ooh, nice. Awesome, Trey. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I'm going to have to sub. Well, I don't want to sub to Senator Elizabeth because then I'll guess, YouTube will start recommending me a bunch of stuff I really don't want to watch. Mark Schwartz says, hey, Clay, I've been 30% since 92. My wife's retired after 29 years. Is it okay with you to send you member questions for? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Mark, don't even. Yes. Absolutely. What is email? I have a new email. You can find it on my channel. clay.sims@civdivonline.com. We're professional now. Okay? We've made it. Look at that. Man, sexy. Okay. B-Buck says, I guess I don't know what Discord is. Yeah. It's another app on a phone. Yeah, I know, right, Rebecca? Trump just popped into a live stream, asked for money. Yeah. That is pretty crazy that he is convicted. He's a felon. Say what you want. That man is a felon. And if you watch the channel, I don't care to give two craps either way. Think of a chat window. Yeah. Oh, for the Nexus letter. Yes. I'm going to make a video on this. But here, I'm going to type up directions right now. It will be share long form video. And then screenshot. You shared it. And then email me the screenshot. And that would get you entered into the free Nexus letter from Dr. Sharma with the DBQ, both. Okay, twofer. Mental health related, he's a psychiatrist. Okay. 3 more minutes for member chat. So you have anything to say, get it in now. If not, we'll hop over and make this open. I'm assuming you can do that. Honestly, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Let's hope you can. If not, I'll just have to make another stream. But if I was YouTube, I would make it to where you can swap. Customization. Who can send messages? Oh. Aha. All right, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I got you, Greg. I'm probably going to take off this week to catch up. Okay. A long form is just any video that's not a short. Okay, just any of my videos on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, let me make sure I'm sharing the right screen. Boom, here's YouTube's. Okay. So if you go to my channel, it stays like that. Go to videos. You can share any of these. Your favorite one you think someone needs to see, doesn't matter. Any of these you can share. Clay, can you look to make it more clear with asthma? So first, happiness. Is he service connected? That's my first question. If not, submit the claim. Okay. If he's denied, understand why he was denied. If he's 0%, then or 10%, then submit the increase. Baseline. That's the answer is one of those. Okay. But I would need more context for that. I don't know, Neil. I don't even think it's funny, personally. Yeah, 10%. Yeah. So if he thinks he rates an increase, just submit the increase. Oh no, just a video. Okay, Joseph says, I'm in Alaska and we have a town hall about 2 times a year in this part of the state. I got to talk with VBA claims department head and also community care. Awesome, Joseph. That's great. I wish I could do that here in Virginia, which they probably have them, but I don't know about them because the VA sucks. Ooh, nice. Regional office, state department heads. Nice. That's good. And it's 8 o'clock. I think, let's see if this works. So if you are not a member and watching this right now, do me a favor and type something in the chat. It should be open. It should be open. There we go. Bingo. Welcome, Sean G. I hope everyone likes the 1 hour member chat. To open it up. Oh, Greg. Awesome. Yeah. I know exactly what comment you're talking about because I made them say they essentially walked themselves to, oh yeah, well, we're illegal. Okay. Thanks, Greg. All right. Cool beans. Okay, Sean G. Chronic sinusitis at 50%. VA wants to do surgery. I'm not sure I'm ready for that. Would it kill my benefit thereafter? No. Surgery is a part of it. Let me just go ahead and look at this real quick. I want to look at the specific language that's in there. That's not what I need. No, would not. Following radical surgery or near constant sinusitis characterized by headaches, no. No is the answer. Okay, awesome. It works. Hi, Clay, 70% static MST, PTSD. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're rated. My 5 years is up in July of 24. Should I wait until then to file a claim for GERD? No. You shouldn't have waited in the first place. Okay? Whoever told you to wait, you should smack them in the face, to be honest with you. But no. If I'm assuming that GERD is going to be secondary to PTSD, go ahead, submit the claim. Hey, what's up? Something. Thank you. Yep. Awesome, Neil. Thank you. Jamie Lee, what's up? I've had 2 esophageal dilations, and the VA is treating me for GERD with 2 different meds. You're appreciated. Yeah, so you definitely have the new criteria symptoms. That's a part of it. Absolutely. Dwayne Adams, what's up? Awesome, Rebecca. We'll probably keep doing that. Not every time, but we'll probably start with once a month and then move it to once a week if we have to. But we're gonna have the Discord here soon. Professor Hayes says, why is it helpful to submit 2 Nexus letters from 2 different doctors? Not required at all. If you're getting them for free, then sure, go for it. But I would never recommend a veteran get 2 of them. Okay? Never. If you're super rich and you don't care, then sure, go ahead. JD Ward, what's up? Professor Hayes, what I really want to drive home here is don't overcomplicate the process. Okay? The process works. I know everyone really, really yells loud when they get denied. You don't hear people yelling loud when they get approved. The process works. Okay? Awesome, Nuclear. Perfect. Brandon says, hey, Clay, going through the IDES process and C&P exam. Submitted for an x-ray for my back and records to lower extremity numbness. The x-ray revealed disc loss in my, would that be added? How the VA rates the back, it's all the same, essentially. You have your cervical, which is your neck. Then you have your thoracolumbar and your lumbar spine, which is your mid to lower. Essentially, if you were to separate it, you can get a rating for your neck and then a rating for the rest of your back, okay? You can have 20 different diagnoses in your back and still get that thoracolumbar spine rating, which is 1. Greg says, I agree. It's a great perk for the channel supporters. Awesome, Greg. Thank you. Appreciate that. If you can help with the Discord, send me an email because I am lost in the sauce. I would appreciate it. Yep, JD War. I already got your email. Current claim, or do I have to submit? So I don't know what you submitted for. I tell you it wouldn't hurt if you submitted the claim. Just to be sure, it's probably not needed, but just to be sure, Brandon, submit the claim. It's not a big deal, okay? But submit the claim because I don't want you to miss out because obviously I can't see the full context of the story here. John, what's up? Yep, Rob, thank you. Thomas C., do you know anything about elevated liver function claims? If service caused a disability and you have a current diagnosis of that disability, then submit the claim. That's all there is to know about it. Looking at liver, okay, liver specifically. Let's just do some Googling. Tons of residuals of injury to the liver. I don't know why I'm not sharing my screen. Diagnostic code 7311. Okay, there's tons. Chronic liver disease. Tons. Scroll down. There's a few more. Where's that? Tons of liver. So it depends. Let me just, I don't know what's going on in my head right now. Here's what you do. If you have a question about a condition, type in that condition. Liver. Here's what you do. Liver, 38 CFR ECFR. Boom. Everyone see that? The condition name. This can be poop butt. I don't care what it is. Then you go to the ECFR link. Click that. Then you just Control F. You hit liver. And then boom. You can find it all. Okay, it works for anything. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's the wrong button. Okay, supplemental claim. Hold on, secret sauce. Rob Ogletree, thank you very much. And I need to pull up. I didn't have it open before, but I need to pull it up so I can catch donations. Thank you. I'm probably missing some right now as we speak. I am missing some. Okay. We have that. Thank you very much, Rob. Secret sauce, I'll get to you in 1 second. Cass Richards, thank you. I appreciate that. Seriously. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's go all the way to secret sauce, which is right here. Okay. Yeah, hit like. Dang it. Supplemental claim C&P exam went well, I thought, but I literally had to show the examiner where on my records I actually had surgery, even though all my records were organized. Yeah, there's C&P exams are a total mess. Okay, that sucks. That's almost the norm, and that sucks. That shouldn't be the case. But at least I will tell you this, secret sauce, just based on this comment alone, you understand your evidence and you know where it's at. That is, you are leagues above any other veteran, okay, submitting claims. So it seems like the work you put in is really going to pay off. And I'm saying that based off this comment. Obviously, I can't see the situation. Okay. Getting a C&P exam on Wednesday for my torn hamstring and quad. Any tips? Yeah. They're going to look at, they're just going to look at your legs. I don't know what tips there are. You know what? Actually, I'm going to teach you how to fish. Hold on. I'm teaching you how to fish. We're going to do this live. This is my handy dandy below subpar shitty channel here. Let's go to Google. What was the question? Oh, that was the wrong button. Oh my gosh. Google. Thank you. Breathe. The question was hamstring. Let's say you didn't know anything about disability. All you need to do is Google that condition, 38 CFR, ECFR. Type it in, Control F, right, hamstring. Boom. There's hamstring specific. Now, hamstring is a little bit specific. I would look at leg personally. That's what I would do. And then you can see on the right side how many ticks there are for legs. And that is how you figure out how, I think it's called the leg is what is. Ooh. Where's it at? Knee and leg. Okay, boom. Flexion, extension, all of these things. There is a chart. We will find it here in a second. Oh my gosh. Diagnostic codes out the butt. Okay. I just moved. Okay, boom. Flexion, extension. This is how their leg is rated. Okay, so you say thigh, the VA is going to look at exactly what's going on in that. Okay, let's look at Jack Garrett says, I still can't figure out how to join. I signed up for Patreon. Patreon is going away. It's out of the description. Crazy how you... Okay. Let me log into my personal YouTube account. Hopefully it does not sign me out of StreamYard. Please don't sign me out of StreamYard. I'm going to my personal email's on it, so I'm not going to share my personal email. You're all crazy. Okay. Boom. Jack. Check this out, Jack. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go right here. Become a member. I'm going to click this, and then it pops up. There we go. Different tiers, all that stuff. Okay, Daniel. I had a mental health C&P telehealth, lasted 40 minutes, required 105, stuff like that. Totally depends on you and the examiner, how you answered questions, what evidence you already have. Don't look at the time. 40 minutes is still a long time, okay? I would be more concerned about your evidence from service. Okay, happiness, okay. Being OCD, making sure I know what I'm talking about since their BSO is so overpowering and argumentative. Thanks for the info. The asthma rating is confusing. Yeah, It is confusing, but if you think you rate the increase, just submit the increase. Leave it at that. And I keep missing these chats. Neil Conway, dude, thank you very much. To help cover any donations you missed, you were helping people on Straight Talk. Thank you. Appreciate that. Brian Lovelady says the key isn't to have evidence in order to win. I wouldn't say that personally. The key is to have evidence nexus and know why you should be awarded. Okay, 6 one way, have a dozen the other. Redeemed yourself there. I was worried, I'm not going to lie. Your evidence means 0 when there's a rater with a lack of training. Prepare for HLR. Okay, totally agree. This same thing happened to me. I had the evidence. I was awarded 0%. But because I knew I had the evidence and I wasn't an idiot, I did an HLR, said, hey, here's my evidence. Look at it. Boom. Service, that rating was bumped up. Okay. Thank you, Brian. I agree with that. I had to read the whole statement in full. Agreed. Donald, everyone message VA spokesman Terrence Hayes. Donald, dude, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Terrence Hayes to ask them to have Clayton ask questions during their press conferences. We can get real questions asked that are important to vets. I'm going to pull up my email, actually, because I want to show you that I did contact him and didn't receive a response. So many emails. Where did I? Oh, for my personal. That's why. Let me go to my personal. I don't want you to see my email. I'm just going to read it, okay? I said, hi, my name's Clayton Sims. Mr. Leo Shane from Military Times gave me your contact info in hopes the VA would like to branch out to other media outlets. I create content surrounding veteran benefits. I am anti-claim shark and seek to inform and educate veterans to disrupt that market. I've interviewed Patrick Murray, who was the National Legislative Director. Full episode coming soon, by the way, from the VFW. I'm not out to get the VA or looking for my moment to shine. I simply want to be a part of the press conference and ask questions that my audience on YouTube is looking for. I also live in the DMV area, that's DC, Maryland, Virginia, and I would like to be considered for having a question asked during the press conference. 0 response. You know what, though? You know what I will do is put his email down here. That's what I'll do. Here you go, buddy. There it is. Thank you. Thank you, Donald. Appreciate that. All right. Dwayne Adams, thank you very much for the sticker. Appreciate that. Trey Black, sleep apnea secondary to sinus claim. I don't know what you're saying. I'm going to make out what you're saying, okay? I think you're asking me if you can do sleep apnea secondary to sinusitis and your sinusitis is connected to the Pact Act. I assume that's what you're referring to. And the whole second part of that's irrelevant. Your service connected for sinusitis. You want to go sleep apnea secondary to that. You can do that. It's not a slam dunk claim, though, at all, okay? Not a slam dunk claim. You're going to have evidence that shows your sleep apnea is aggravated or stems from your sinusitis. Most important. Okay. Rob Ogletree, thank you very much for being a member. I appreciate that. And Keith Shep, I'm just supporting the channel, Clay. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Keith. I definitely appreciate that. Okay. Let's not skip these anymore. And let's get back to where we were at. Daniel, answer that one. Answer that one. Sharing for those who can help with Discord, folks. Yes. Yeah, Trey. No worries, man. No worries. All right, Sean, no worries whatsoever. Case, thank you. Okay, W main the G. Getting on C&P exam on Wednesday for my torn right quad hamstring. We answered that one. I went back and forth with you. I'm trying to set up a one-on-one in a few weeks. So, Jack, I'm going to, just because you said that, we did have a one-on-one scheduled, but you didn't show up to it, and I was there. Not a big deal, okay? If you're gonna call me out, I'm gonna throw it right back at you. Not a big deal. I need this week. I'm probably gonna take off work and just get caught up on my email. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. But hey, you throw punches, I'm just let you know, coming right back at you. Okay. Arm Monty, great channel. Learned a lot from you. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's the whole purpose. Are ER visits needed for 50% rating for migraines? Nope, but it's solid evidence. Can migraines be static, secondary to PTSD or TBI? So static's irrelevant, okay? Can migraines stem from PTSD? Absolutely. Can they stem from TBI? That's a much, much better argument. So if you're service connected for TBI, then that is probably your avenue to service connection, assuming you don't have in-service events. As far as 50%, ER visits are good evidence, but it's not required. What I am going to do is I'm going to show you how to fish. We are in the mood of teaching people how to fish today, and I'm an idiot because I am not sharing my screen right now. So now you get little me. Okay, there we go. This is TheCivDivOnline.com, right? The greatest subpar, the greatest mediocre website you'll ever come across in your life. You want to scroll down, and you're going to see all these systems. Mental health, migraines, and tons more, okay? You're going to click on migraines, and look at this. It's all right here. Migraine 0 to 50%. That's probably what you need right there. That's the M21 thing about IU for migraines. And then, even more so, you click on this nifty link. It's going to shoot you to Veteran Benefits, which is a Reddit. And look at that. Bam. In about a few clicks, you're looking at the CFR. This is just copy-pasted CFR on Reddit. Okay. So if anyone has any questions for whatever condition you're looking at, just go here, right? Ear conditions. There's ears. Let's do another one. Let's do arms, shoulders and arms. There's shoulders, elbows, forearms, wrists. There's videos for each. I mean, everything's right there. Carpal tunnel. Look at Jay's beautiful shaven face. Okay. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay. Jesus. If I have high blood pressure and taking medication while I'm active duty, is the VA going to pay me? This is a really funny question. So don't just look at high blood pressure, look at everything. In fact, let's go back to the website. I'm all about website today, okay? More BDD claims. You need to watch this master condition list, okay? Watch that. Understand everything that you can claim with the VA, and it'll be right there. Boom. Okay. I'm not seeing your new email address. I'll put it in the chat again, but it should be on my channel. I just updated it. I don't know how fast YouTube moves. Let me just go check on that, actually. So let's look at me again. Here we go. Oh, let me get rid of this. Hold on. I'm still on my personal. Need to go to CivDiv. Now it's safe. Now we're safe. I go to the channel. And I'm just doing this to make sure it's there. Boom. clay.sims@civdivonline.com. That's the email, brother. They absolutely can, for sure. Jacob Bays. Have an intent to file from last September, but file a fully developed claim on May 1st. It's already in the decision phase. If my claim goes through, will the claim transfer to that September date? Your effective date is going to be your intent to file date. This comment confuses me. Unless I'm reading it wrong, you have the intent to file from last September of 23, and you submitted your fully developed claim on May 1. The effective date for that claim, whatever it is, or disabilities within that claim, is the effective date should be September. I think my mouse is dying. That would suck. Okay, ever have colitis from AFFF exposure? I have not. Right? I have not. I don't assume that was your question. I assume it's disability related. So can you claim it? You absolutely can. Okay, from toxic exposure. My mouse is dying. That's going to be annoying. Okay. Rebecca, next question. For clarification, I see a pulmonologist for respiratory care who's willing to write me a Nexus. Good. My PCP civilian will write a Nexus for remaining diagnosis. Is that okay? Absolutely. 1,000% it's okay. Brandon says, sleep study revealed mild sleep apnea, but treatment recommends APAP. Is this a 0 to 30 or 50%? It sounds like 30. It sounds like 30. Okay. It's actually not based on, it's based on your apnea episodes. Okay. But there's mixed, there's central, obstructive, and mixed. Obstructive is most common. You have obstructive. Okay. But based on your apnea episodes, I want to say 50%. I'm guessing because I don't see your apnea episodes. I want to say 50% because you still have OSA. Okay. Thanks. I'm trying to get CivDiv. And more on that, maybe you told him that you couldn't wear the CPAP, whatever that looks like. Yeah, so it's based on your apnea episodes. There we go. Thank you, Greg. On your apnea episodes, right? So someone earlier had a question about, not today, had a question about mouth guard. And that's irrelevant. It's about your apnea episodes. Rob, what's up? Wheels 44, been out 10 years, was an Afghan, was getting kicked out while I was there. That sucks. Fell into deep depression while out there, never seeked help, just isolated myself. I have intent to file for PTSD, depression, anxiety. IBS, my question is, I was never diagnosed with PTSD, but constantly was mentioned the past 10 years in VA medical records after discharge. You have an argument, okay? It makes me feel uneasy that 10 years went by, but you, based on this comment, you have continuity of symptoms. You being kicked out, I assume something happened there, is probably solid evidence for mental health. Probably. I'm speculating, okay? But you at least have a good argument. Long question. Okay. Lower back injury while active duty, documented in service treatment records, along with shoulder and knee injuries. Discharged in 98, never filed a claim. So you have back, shoulder, knee on your service treatment records. Got it. Yes, I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it. Ignorant would be one word. You don't know what you don't know. I have continuity of symptoms and care. Good. Including diagnosis. Okay. I'm working on building claims now. My question is this: does VA do back pay? No. That was a lot of backstory for a very simple answer. The answer is no. Not at all. What you need to do is have the intent to file. Now you can do that online in about 3 minutes. Log on to va.gov, get the intent to file, and that'll be your back pay date. Okay. Should a mental health include treatment records for the back if you claim mental health secondary to a service-connected back pain? Your back is already service-connected. You really want evidence as to your back leading to your mental health, like depression. Okay, so for instance, hypothetically, I'll get to that in a second. It's just dying. I just need new batteries. Hypothetically, you went to go see your psychiatrist, and while you're talking with them, your son wants to play baseball, but you can't because you're in so much pain that you can't enjoy life with your children. Therefore, that leads to your depression. That would be evidence. Okay, that has nothing to do with your back, like current back evidence. You've already got that. You need evidence showing the secondary to the primary. And that goes for any secondary claim. Yeah, Greg. At the same time, I don't want to. I also don't want to put anyone in a weird position, if that makes sense. But it was pretty cool to be quoted in Washington Post. Not that I'm a fan, but. Circa was stationed overseas in Italy and was misdiagnosed. How can I service connect from the hospital that didn't even treat me? There's a lot of context here, Circa. I'm going to need something. Okay? I'm going to need something. What are you claiming? What is your evidence for claiming that? Are you currently diagnosed now properly? J. Free, should a MH? We've talked about that. Now that is a solid idea. Absolutely solid, Greg. Especially if in the DMV area. I'll remember that one. Ooh, I totally forgot to look at this. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just dying, though. I am going to buy new batteries. I promise you I will buy new batteries. I have a mouse on my keyboard as well, but thank you. I was gone for a few days traveling, and I left my mouse on like a big dum-dum. J. Free, don't do that, stupid. Okay, I filed an intent to file in July of 23. It had several different claims on one intent. In December, my VSO submitted a claim for PTSD. When I went back to try and submit for my back, it lost my original intent. It didn't lose your... Based on what you're saying here, Jack, okay? You had the intent to file from July. It seems like your PTSD claim is going to be on the intent to file from July, just based on this comment. Then you filed for your back, which is another intent to file. The first one's already burned, okay? So it doesn't seem like it. It just doesn't seem possible. Right, so it seems like your PTSD is going to be in July, and your back is going to be whenever you submitted your back. Can you get flat feet from standing in the child line? Do you want people to hate me? People already hate me, okay? I guess technically the answer would be yes, but you're standing in for a long time, okay? It is funny, though. I appreciate the question. I have a HLR pending and want to submit a new claim for IBS. No, submit the claim. Submit the claim, D. Wayne. Submit the claim. Hey, member only chat was at the beginning, but if you have a question, just send it right now. Okay, you are a member. Let me scroll down to find your question specifically, Michael, and thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Okay, I had so many questions when I saw you were going live. Oh, don't worry about it, dude. If you have a question though, I'm almost at the bottom. Nice. Almost at the bottom. Okay, just sent an email to Terrence. Hopefully he listens. Hopefully. Would it be cool if the VA press conference had a, Military Times, Washington Post, all these other people, and then they had like a YouTube spot for CivDiv, for Veterans Info Tab? I mean, it's still news, right? Our audience are veterans. Who reads Military Times? Probably a lot of people that aren't veterans. It's crazy to me that the VA's number one audience is veterans. And whatever, you get what I'm trying to say. It's going to make me mad. Okay, I'm 100% P&T, and I'm worried about losing it being reduced if I work. You're fine. I work. I am a federal employee. I make a very good living. I am P&T. My wife makes a very good living. We're very blessed. You're fine. You're P&T, okay? Outside of IU and some really, really hardcore SMCs, you're fine. It's your last year before 20 years. You're extra fine. Dude, go win the lottery. Go be a millionaire. Go do whatever you want to do. You're fine. Do you think anything will come from exposure to JP5 and water system while on a ship? I think stuff has come of it. You still have toxic exposure. The question is, can you link your diagnosis to that exposure? Ooh, we got a new member. We have a new member. JP5, JP8, whatever. McCabe, thank you for being a member. Welcome to the team. We appreciate that. Keep on the lookout for Discord. Apparently, that's what we're going to be doing. Should be a good time. Mario Yoli says, receive 30% for migraines, even with clear notes from VA primary stating 5 times or more, along with notes from my VA psychiatrist stating similar symptoms. Yeah. And you're refilling sumatriptan, 1,000,000,000% higher level review. That is almost exactly what I had to do. Okay. Almost exactly to the T. It seems like a very clear higher level review. I would recommend an informal conference and be ready to speak on your evidence, exactly as you've done here. Tolando Cleveland says, my BDD claim is showing a submission date on va.gov of 2 November when I submitted my claim on 8 May. Yeah. When do you get out? Because it's probably November 1st, and that's why. Terminal not included. Okay, JD War. So I've had chronic lower back pain for over a decade. Just retired in March of this year. Congrats. Welcome to the real world. Through pain management, I now have confirmation of sorts that I have nerve pinching within the hip socket. Would pain management be able to help linking my back or bum knee? Okay, so first, you're a retiree, okay? Recently, within your first year, whatever claims you want to submit them. I would not overcomplicate it. I wouldn't even think twice about it. If something hurts, submit the claim. That is as basic as I could make BDDs and within that first year after getting out. If it hurts, submit the claim. The VA, I promise you, the system works. Okay, not all the time. You gotta be on top of it, but the system does work. Okay, and for your situation specifically, that's exactly how I would take it. Okay. Jesus Gutierrez. TheCivDiv. What's up? I was awarded my PTSD 43 years after the event, and it was approved immediately in the C&P exam. Awesome. That's great, Rob. Yeah, everyone's evidence is unique. Had two C&P exams in May, waiting on decisions from them so I can do secondaries, mental health, and lower back. All right, good. I would start building the evidence now, assuming you don't have it. Get Energizer to sponsor you. This is I'm not even near that yet. Okay, well, you answer that one. Best $5 ever spent. Keep the info coming. Thank you, McCabe. Be on the lookout for this Discord thing. Ever heard of anyone getting planners secondary to a bunch of ingrown toenails cut out in service? I've never heard of that. Okay, you can get ingrown toenails service connected, largely at 0%, which is gross. But I've never heard of planners fasciitis coming out of that. I mean, maybe, right? Because you don't want to put pressure on the front of your foot, so you keep putting it on the back of the foot. So it sounds logical. I just don't know. Thank you for answering my question. Thank you for asking it. No question, there's no live. Yeah, you're SMCL. You're fine, okay? If you want to start working and you can work and you want to work, you are totally safe to do so. You're 100% P&T, you're SMCL. Thank you for your service, by the way, okay? If you want to work, go for it, man. You have absolutely nothing to fear about losing P&T. Nothing. Right. The VFW National Legislative Director, very similar to your case. Patrick Murray, if you want to look him up. All right. Supplemental claim is taking forever. Yep. Everest dude just got done with 3 out of 4 exams by QTC. Had to fill out questionnaires prior to the exams. That's actually good. Okay. The questionnaires, I know they're could give you a headache, but they're good. The examiner said he will send them with other docs to VA. I didn't take pictures of those. Should I be worried? Shouldn't be worried. Okay. Should have mentioned that before your comforting words, but for the most part, the supplemental income, I might just get a house at 40. Yeah, man. Yeah. Do you want to work, dude? Go for it. Absolutely. Regarding my earlier question, I was the one who got kicked out while on Afghan. That sucks. Yep. Would it be better if I claimed these as secondary to my... No, it wouldn't. Actually. I totally... This is why I hate YouTube so much. I know, I get tinnitus has many secondaries, but it is not as easy as everyone says it is. If you have the in-service event, you're better off filing direct. I don't care what it could be secondary to. If you have the in-service event, you are better off filing direct. The ideally it's irrelevant because the VA is going to look at all avenues of service connection. They're supposed to, but you have the in-service event. I gave my VHA doctor all my past medical records. Will the VA use these, or will I have to submit them to the claim? So the VA should use them. What I would do is the relevant evidence of whatever records you gave. I would submit that with your claim. That's what I would do. Nemo. I was diagnosed with sciatica from a back injury while in service. The VA denied my claim for sciatica, but did rate me for my back. Is this right, or should sciatica be rated separately? So, assuming you're not rated on incapacitating episodes, which I assume you're not, your nerve damage in your legs is a totally separate rating for each leg. So lower back, left leg, right leg. You need to figure out why you were not service connected for your nerve damage, your sciatica, right? You were diagnosed in service. How long ago was that? Okay. So look at the decision letter. Maybe do a higher level review. Maybe. It depends. But I'm assuming you weren't diagnosed currently, and so that's what you're missing. It also sounds like a higher level review. VA examiner gave contradictory answers to my military records and the answers I gave at the C&P exam. What can I do? Higher level review. If you already have the evidence and the reason for denial is clearly in your evidence, you do an HLR. I went for my diabetes C&P exam. I was told that the VA can use the diabetes to rule out other claims. Is this true? I wouldn't word it like that, but it's the rule of ruling out, right? So for instance, chronic fatigue syndrome would be a good example, right? You're always fatigued, you're always tired. Well, it's not that, it's not that, it's not this, it's not that, it's not that, it's not that, it's not this. We're going to say it's chronic fatigue syndrome, which is more of an undiagnosed illness. Not even going to get into that. So that's the rule of ruling out. Okay, it's not good or bad. It's just how the process works, not the VA process. It's like health or medical process stuff. Way over my head. Yep. Tracy, thank you for being a moderator. Appreciate that. When would the VA reduce a mental health disability? Most common, and I forgot the CFR code for this. The most common reason is when a service member gets out and is rated at 50% or higher, there will be a reevaluation. Okay, period. Point blank, there's going to be a reevaluation at some point. That's most common. Outside of that, everyone else, if you have evidence showing that your mental health has improved and is consistent, then that's when the VA would lower your mental health rating. Does it really take 1,000 days on average to do an HLR? Not at all. My higher level review took I want to say probably 20 days, 30 days. Definitely not 1,000. You're talking about appeals, like the Board of Appeals. That's what that's referring to. Evers, dude, when your exams are for increases, do the examiners know about it? Yes. And did you go over past medical records? No. Do they examine your medical records after or before exams? Should be before, okay? They can do it after, or at least like double tap. But if it's for an increase, you're already service connected. They're looking at your current symptoms. So if your evidence relates to your current symptoms, which I always recommend veterans submit evidence with every claim, even increases for that reason, that's when they would look at evidence. Okay, but for increased exams, they're only filling out the DBQ. That's it. Right. So they didn't find proof, and the diagnosis was in your medical records. How long ago was that diagnosis? And two, are you still diagnosed? Meaning within 1 year. Discerning dash. I qualify for. Okay, for needs, can I use a personal statement or do I have to use a buddy statement to have approved? Also, will I get denied for SMCK? It was caused by pills. I have it documented. SMCK is the most common SMC for medication. So that's when it's easy for mental health. Do you mean C? Hold on. Let me just... I assume you mean CRSC. Okay, CRSC, which you can make those claims online now, and you're gonna want to have evidence that it stemmed from that combat-related hazard. I mean, your personal statement is you're gonna need evidence. Thomas see. I've had a couple sleep studies. Both show sleep apnea, periodic leg movement disorder. Would PLMD be secondary to sleep apnea or a separate nerve condition? Those are the same thing. Secondary to sleep apnea and a separate nerve condition. That's the same. 6 one way, half a dozen the other. The answer is it doesn't matter. If you have a diagnosis for that and you believe it's caused by sleep apnea or some other condition, or you have evidence from service, then you submit the claim. Okay. How to disagree with VA doc notes. Talk to your doctor. Talk to your doctor. Patient advocacy goes a long way. How low does the rating for disability needs to be for no future evaluation? 0%. I will not worry about getting high ratings because I have a lot of physical injuries and I have a lot of fat factors. I don't know what you're asking. When the VA does a reevaluation, okay, it's got to have potential to lower your overall rating. You're doing a damn good job at YouTube. Trying to, man. I don't do this full time. You know, I bought a kit to record on my car to help me alleviate the stress, so that way I could just record in my car. So you'll be seeing more videos of me in the car. So many, and I'm going to work on my resume. Thanks for listening, answering my questions. Yeah, man, absolutely. Work on your resume. And LinkedIn. LinkedIn is amazing for veterans. You put so much credible, bleeding edge, relevant news related veteran affairs. Thank you. Must be exhausting. It's stressful, but I like it. I like it. I filed for diabetes, T2, secondary hypertension. I submitted positive medical studies, and also have my private doctor stating that hypertension causes insulin resistance, and over the long term has a high probability of causing type 2. Should this be sufficient positive outcome? I can't speculate as to whether or not the VA will serve to connect that. It sounds like you have a good claim, though. That I will say. And while obese went for care and specialty care, they wrote the opposite of everything I requested and health problems. Patient advocacy. Nicholas Izzo, I was denied a claim for dizziness and headache in 2012. I filed a new claim more recently in light of the Pact Act. I was in Desert Storm. I was never originally sent for a C&P exam. Okay. What did you submit under the... okay. I'm trying to think of what the question is. Why were you denied for dizziness and headaches? 1. What claim did you submit that's covered under the Pact Act is my second question. And you were never sent in for C&P exam for what? Dizziness, headaches, or this Pact Act claim? How hard is it to get mental health static? Not hard at all, especially now. Anytime threshold? Nope. I applied for IU, which triggered filing for increases, and I might as well get 100% P&T. I'm expecting my 210s to be 40, 30, currently at 90. Yeah, there's nothing you can say or do to make anything static. But you have increased claims going on, so we'll see. By the way, Clay, you demand. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for helping us. Yep, thank you. Can I receive back pay if my claim is approved now? No, you cannot. Should I try to do a DBQ before the C&P exam? I'm going to have the examiner do it. Doesn't matter. Ideally, you would have already had that submitted. Okay. If you're asking to get a private DBQ and submit that with your claim that's already on process, you can do that. I would not recommend it. For the record, I do not recommend that. Okay. Just go with it. You already submitted the claim. The C&P exam is going to happen. Go with it. Okay, if you're going to go the private Nexus, private DBQ route, I would probably recommend that for appeals. Okay, B-Buck, yep, I'm probably going to end the stream now. We're at the bottom of the chat, and I will say this: B-Buck is giving another Nexus letter away and another private DBQ from Dr. Sharma for mental health. Anything secondary to mental health conditions, or conditions that would cause mental health. Okay. All you need to do is share a long form video on the channel, screenshot that you shared it, email it to me. And then put B-Buck in the subject line. Okay. So thank you very much. Karma is queen. Thank you. I appreciate that, especially at the end of the stream. Thank you for all you do. Question: with the changes to mental health ratings, there are no changes. They're just proposed. Just so everyone knows. I know YouTube is saying June 24th right now. No one else is saying that but YouTube. So, in the world of here's what matters, YouTube is down here. Everything else is up here. Okay? So, food for thought. There are no mental health changes. It's just proposed. Everyone breathe. Would depression with ideations typically be 100 and not a 70? Nope, not at all. Okay, you need to look at how mental health is going to be rated. How it's going to be rated. And that wasn't directed at you. I was just saying that in general because everyone keeps asking about it. But you did donate, so I'm gonna answer this question in full. Just let me pull up. It's dying, so it's moving really weird right now. So just let me pull this up. Okay, it's in my email. Bum, ba, bum. Okay, here it is. I'm going to show everyone this. Okay. Is it working? It is. Let me hide this. Okay. Here's how mental health will be rated. Scroll all the way down. So you need these levels in each domains for those ratings. So your question specifically is depression with ideations. That would probably fall under depression would have a role in this, so that's one potential level there. Okay, level meaning this one, this column. Interpersonal interactions and relationships, that's going to fall under there. So you have another column to get a level of impairment, 1 through 4, 0 through 4. Completion of life activities, that's a part of it. Okay. Navigating environments, that'll be a part of it. In 5, especially with depression, that's going to be a part of it. So that alone, that's 5 different domains, and you need at least a level 4 or 2 level 3s to rate 100%. Okay. And so the reason I showed you that is because it's not necessarily individual symptoms now, like it is, like how it's rated right now. It's going to be the cumulative of your level of impairments in each domain. So it's not, depression with ideations equal what? It's not going to be like that anymore. Yep, no worries, Karma, no worries. I just wanted to really throw out that there are no changes. That's the buzz right now. And I'm telling you, if Dr. Sharma hits me up and wants to do a video on it, I'm going to hop on the bandwagon too, just letting you know. Okay, being an Afghan, how hard is it to get IBS presumed? Not hard. I'm starting to go to my VA to get VA history treating it. How long after? Once you have a diagnosis, we'll submit the claim. Okay, that's the end of the live stream. Thank you very much. Enter in to win the free Nexus letter from Dr. Sharma. Free Nexus letter with the DBQ donated by B-Buck. All you have to do is I'll make a community post on it here in a second. Okay. Thank you very much. Later. Peace. Chicken.